My journey in economics started sort of late. I didn't really know what economics was until I started at uni. I'd heard about what the economy was on the news before. I was 12 when the global financial crisis started in 2008. So that certainly left an impression on me, like it was all over the news. Certainly knew that the economy was something important, I just didn't know why. And I certainly didn't realise that some people spend their time thinking about these issues. All throughout high school, I always thought I was going to become an engineer of some sort. And it wasn't until I stumbled by accident into this university open day economics talk, I just realised all the questions they were talking about were questions that I had, that I wanted to know more about. Questions about the economy, global trade and wages, and even climate policies. They were all coming up, and I just thought, this might be something for me. And so I gave it a shot and haven't looked back since. So I did Bachelor of Economics at University of Adelaide for 3 years, and then added an honours year. Economics is just such a broad topic. You get so many skills through it. So there's the sort of writing skills, communication skills. There's the analysis skills with maths, statistics, programming. They're all in there. But I think probably most importantly, what you get is you get this framework for thinking about problems. You get this framework for thinking about making decisions in a formalised way. And then that makes economics so applicable to so many different jobs. And I think that sort of gave me the confidence as well to stick with it throughout uni. I started at the Reserve Bank in 2019. I spent 1.5 years working in our economic analysis department. One of the personal highlights for me there was producing forecasts of Australia's exports. And more recently, I've been working in our financial stability department, where we keep an eye on the strengths and weaknesses of the financial system and all the economic agents within it. So that can be businesses, households and banks. My personal job is to look at the financial health of businesses and any risks that they might pose to their lenders, which could be banks, for example. And the broader goal, I guess, is to understand problems that could turn into a financial crisis early enough. And so I get to work with some pretty interesting data to answer some really important questions in that job. I think the most rewarding thing is when you can clearly answer a question. My job is basically answering questions. I have questions, other people have questions, and then I have the skills to try and answer those questions. I think an understanding of economics helps you understand the news better. There's so many things out there that are happening all the time, and it can be quite overwhelming to try and think about how you feel about that, or what that means for you. Having a background in economics has helped me to understand all that stuff a lot better. For example, you hear news stories about how the pandemic has affected people. You can think about that from a quite a rigorous standpoint about how certain shocks that are impacting households or businesses can lead to people struggling or lead to people benefiting from things. And that's been really useful for my own personal life. I feel a lot more informed. I feel like I understand the world better. So for me, economics has been, a great career choice. And all I'd have to say is that if you want to learn more about the world, economics is your friend.